What is up, everybody? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new chapter of Nanatsu no Taizai, or the 7 Deadly Sins if you call it, on chapter 240. This chapter right here, holy guacamole, this is beyond insane. I mean, I've seen a lot of things, but maybe this one may not be too much of a shock, but I don't know why it's so shocking to me. If anything else, let's go. We have to it that the chapter starts off with Chandler's open wounded body, like literally in the middle of his center of his body. And later on, it picks up to a certain backstory of what happened to King. We have to it that King was captured for his sins, obviously, and he ends up having a little small talk with Meliodas. And he ends up telling Meliodas as a human, which he thought he was human, like, how can you even understand, huh? You let your friend do all kinds of bad things, killing humans, and you left your little sister in the forest, and later on you made a promise with the little girl, and you end up breaking her heart like that and breaking all kinds of promises. I'm a worse excuse for a king. Although Meliodas tells him, you're a fairy king, aren't you? I mean, I thought all kinds of kings were scum and do whatever the hell they want. They want and kill anyone who they don't like. But you, of all people, king, you actually care for your people and cherish them very much. So you're a splendid king. And it goes back into a present time where King remembers why he was spawned in Meliodas, because he actually complimented King by saying, you're a good king for caring for your people and everyone else, and not like those other scumbags of a king who likes to be all greedy and power hungry, etc. And we have to it that Bond compliments King by saying, hey, King, you saved our butts very much. Thank you. And we have to it that Deanne tries to thanks him too by complimenting him. And King's like, yeah, thank you very much, but can you put on some clothes? He said, yeah, sure. Give me one that's fit of size. And then we have to it that, Hawk was just playing around with Chandler's dead body. And we have to it that King is like saying, well, since we defeated Chandler, you're supposed to turn to normal size any moment. But apparently this knight hasn't disappeared yet. Even right now, they end up hearing a cracking sound, and it was coming from Gother. And Gother tells everyone, I'm sorry, everybody. This is as far as I can go, and ends up falling over. And they go, yo, what the hell just happened? Even Cock's like, I thought I wiped away the curse seal already. But we also see to it that King is really shocked in total disgust, etc. Not in disgust, but in great agony and shock, and going like, what the hell? He's so freaking broken. Even Elizabeth is trying to heal him right now, but it's not going anywhere. Even Bond's like, what the f is going on here, you know? And we have to it that Hawk looks at the seal and realizes that it's not even erased at all. And we have to it that Cusack talks to Zeldris about the situation while serving him tea by saying, I can't believe they managed to defeat the mage Chandler, even when he's not even at his full strength. Even so, they proved to be a fatal threat to them. So, in other cases, like I said, Chandler was incomplete without his full power, so that's the reason why they defeated him. But apparently, after Zeldris took a sip of the tea, he considers it terrible of the situation and the tea. Even Cusack kind of sweated at that fact. But he also tells Cusack that this man, who cares very much of his pupil Meliodas, if he realized that he was not able to take back his pupil, then his true nature would be revealed. Which apparently we see Chandler rising up from being defeated in battle, and then Zeldris ends up with the sentence, then there will be no one capable of touching him or even taking him on. And we see to it that Chandler ends up having his face transformed, his freaking body enlarged, while his wounds inside the wound he suffered from King is healing up, and he ends up screaming in agony and transforming. Even right now, King is like, oh, frick, this is no chance against I have now. I mean, he's on a whole different level I can't even take on. And right now, the transformation of Chandler is complete, and we see the hideous, and I mean hideous transformation from Chandler, and he ends up telling everyone, all you freaking folk really did it now. I'm gonna send you all to hell. And therefore he ends up getting his cane and turns it into, he even unsheathes it into a powerful sword. I mean, very, very long sword. So it's a sword king, etc. We have to it that King was trying to distract everyone with Bumblebee. And we have to it that King orders Bond to get everyone else to get the hell out of here while he buys time. And Bond's like, hell no, you can't hold them off on your own. And King's like, what the hell can you do? You can't hold them up. You're just going to slow me down. And we have to it that King tells Elizabeth to take Diane with her. And apparently King is doing all that he can to hold back Chandler and his demonic transformation. But apparently it's not really going well. Diane wants to help King out, but King says, no, I can't do anything. I can't protect my friend Halbrim or the Fairy King's Forest or my fairy brethren. But at least give me the chance to protect you guys and the rest of the Sins. I want to spend my last moments dying a king's death. And Diane says, no, stop right now. And she cries in agony. And King tells everyone, just go, please. And we have to it that Chandler launches a powerful sword strike which shatters King's spear, surprisingly. And King was about to get obliterated, but apparently we have to it that Hawk's mom is saved. Along with Bond, King, Elizabeth, and Meliodas and Hawk. It pretty much sums up in a way like this. It says, and this person saying this to King, you are burdening yourself too much with everything. Even the king has to ask for help from others time to time. And therefore they end up hearing a speech by either this person like, oh, 7 deadly sins. We shall leave the future of Britannia in your hands. And somehow find a way to protect Meliodas and Elizabeth, our old best friends. And therefore Gloxinia says, alright partner, let's do this. Let's do this. And Dolar says, we kings of old shall gladly become the foundation for the future as they get ready to clash against Chandler in his demonic form. So, in this chapter right here, we have to it that Chandler was not down for the count, which I'm really, really glad and happy about, because if he is really one of the highest ranking demons, he can't be defeated that easily. It looks like Hawk's cleaning off the demon seal on Chandler did not work, and Gother's like totally broken. Not in terms of mentally broken, but I mean physically, because he literally just cracked up in multiple places and just fell over unconscious, possibly. Even Elizabeth could not heal him. King tries to hold off his ways to save his friends, but gets saved by Gloxinia and Dolar before he got killed. And we have to it that Gloxinia and Dolar is about to go head to head against Chandler themselves. So it looks like to me round 2 is about to start, but the 7 deadly sins are going to be out of commission for now. For it will be Gloxinia and Dolar to take on Chandler and his demonic appearance. So I'm pretty glad Chandler's not down for the count, but I'm pretty sure Gloxinia and Dolar will give him a hard time at least, because King and Diane, of course, even though they got their power-ups, they are still pretty much somewhat newbies. We all know that. But with Gloxinia and Dolar going up against Chandler, even his demonic transformation, they should at least give him a little hard time. If anything else, there could be 3 ways going here. Either 1, Gloxinia and Dolar wins against Chandler and his demonic transformation, which could be unlikely. 2, it could be Chandler winning against Gloxinia and Dolar without having so much suffering a scratch. Or 3, it could be a double KO on both sides, but Chandler does not die. But if he does die, I would be kind of shocked. But Gloxinia and Dolar, or Balor if you want to call him, the King of Giants apparently, could die. Well, I have a feeling that Gloxinia and Dolar, who are going up against Chandler, might die, because they give out a speech to the 7 deadly sins by saying, we shall leave the future of Britannia in your hands. find a way to protect our old best friends, Meliodas and Elizabeth, and we shall give you a foundation for the future that you can fight for. So it looks like to me, because of that speech that they gave to King and the 7 deadly sins, it looks like to me they're saying, we're going to leave everything to you. Just leave the rest to us. Don't worry about it. I have a feeling that those two are going to die. Although it's really cool to see them, even though they were part of the 10 Commandments, etc., it's going to be pretty sad if they really die against Chandler, which could happen because Chandler, as he is right now, he's not going to be taken down that easily. Although he's going up against the former kings of the fairy clan, the former king of the fairy clan and the former king of giants, which they did take back their title for temporary now, or representatives for a little bit. But now it looks like to me they're ready to put their lives down for the future king of the fairies and possibly future leader of the giant clan. Who knows? But whatever the case may be, I really hope the fight becomes really fantastic to a point where I could shed a lot of tears mentally inside, because I don't think Gloxinia and Drole may survive this if they're taking on someone who is equal to the 10 Commandments to fill in the spots. Don't know. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm off as other people. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time, alright? Peace out. Bye-bye. Toodaloo!